Guys, welcome back to my channel. Just kidding guys, I'm at IKEA. Just want to show you. It really feels like you can have a whole thing up here. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Good to see you guys. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to preserve a protective style. So I put in this protective style, yes, half Saturday night, half Sunday morning. I did some faux locks, as you can see here, but I wanted to spice it up because I felt like the faux locks looked really like sparse. I'll insert a picture on one of these sides so you can see what I mean by that. So I added some little curly pieces in here. Obviously it's going to get matted as time goes on, so we'll see. I might end up taking these out halfway through, but I thought it added a little extra pizzazz to the style. So I'm actually going to show you the hair that I used to achieve this style. It's the Brazilian dual braid water wave, 14-inch Brazilian dual wave. Yes, and it is $5.99 plus tax at my local beauty supply store, so I thought it was pretty decent. So I used 1B the majority of my hair, but when I went to the hair store, they didn't have any more 1B in this length, so I just got FS1B 27. I'm not a huge fan of this blonde with the black because it looks kind of, I don't know. Anyways, did what I had to do. Plus, it looks very plasticky when it's really light. I feel like the black kind of, you can spread it out and it'll look more natural. Anyways, I don't normally do 1B. When I do protective styles, I like to do 2 because my hair is dark brown and it looks more natural. You didn't click on this video to hear about what hair I normally use. So I'm gonna actually show you guys how I preserve my protective styles when I do them, because it does have some curly hair in it and I want to kind of try and help keep it as frizz-free as possible. So I'm gonna start by moisturizing my scalp. I'm gonna use the extra dark Sunny Island black castor oil. I actually got gifted an oil that had this dropper like on the side of a bottle similar to this, and I was like, oh, let me see if this little dropper works for my black castor oil bottle. I was like, probably not, but it works so perfect. It's like the perfect cap, and I always try to get little drippers for my black castor oil because I have all these little applicator bottles, but then you gotta pour this in there and it gets messy, and then there's some residue left in the bottle. So I decided this works best for what I'm trying to achieve. It's thick, but it's still liquidy. So I'm actually going to take a dropper, fill it up halfway, and I'm going to oil my scalp. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this down. Try not to spill this on the floor. So I just go into my scalp, and I just kind of like to add the oil into my scalp. I should have parted my hair before I started doing this because I have that curly hair in it. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in and oil my scalp. Gonna try and get almost every area here with a little bit of oil. You know, oil kind of you can put a little and kind of help it maneuver it around so it can reach more than one spot, but I'm still gonna try and get almost every spot if I can help it. So yeah, so got the right side of my head here, and you don't want to forget the nape. I know the nape is often neglected, and of course your edges. So I'm going to start by doing my left side first, and then I'll work towards the right side. So I put the oil in my scalp and I kind of just massage it in. The hard part I find for me when I'm trying to do this is not causing too much frizz in my parts. So it's like, for me, I either sometimes have to worry about the health of my hair or the style. Sometimes I forego the style for the health, and sometimes I forego the optimal health to try and maintain the style, but I never go to a point where I'm not keeping the health of my hair in totality. Sometimes I just don't do as much of this because I'm trying to preserve the style. So I went in on my left side. Now I'm going to grab the same dropper and go in on the right side. So yeah, so today I went to Trader Joe's for groceries, and there was a young guy there, just started working there for a couple weeks, and he was just asking, what do I do? And I told him what I did, and so then we began talking about how to, you know, manage money and different stuff like that. And it was neat because he was like, oh, thank you for all of your advice. That's really helpful. He wants to go to school for finance. I asked him what he wants to do. He said, make a lot of money. Isn't that what we all want to do with what we do on a day-to-day basis? I mean, maybe not everybody, but majority of people, when they do what they do, they want it to be lucrative. So it was kind of nice to be able to talk to him a little bit and kind of empower his decisions, because he was already making really good decisions. He just turned 18. So I was like, good job making those decisions and being conscious and mindful of your future. So it was a nice little cherry on the top of already lovely experience at Trader Joe's. So I do that, massage that in really good. Get the nape, make sure you rub the oil in there, make sure you're really getting the edges. And now a new thing I just purchased that I haven't used that much, but I need to start incorporating it more, is my scalp massaging tool. So I'm gonna go grab that. Don't know, now you know. Scalp massaging is really good to promote hair growth. So I got this at TJ Maxx. I think it was like $3.99 or something like that. I really want to get a vibrating one, but I'm gonna make do with this one. So it has little silicone pokey things, and it kind of just helps stimulate, ooh, that tickles, stimulate the scalp for hair growth. So I'm gonna go in and just massage my scalp for a little bit. I also heard that doing an introverted, like putting your head down forward and doing this really helps promote hair growth too. But I'm not trying to be lightheaded. It says all the blood flows to your head, and then you help stimulate hair growth that way. But I'm just gonna opt for this because this is not something I normally do. It's something new that I'm kind of trying to add to my routine to kind of experience the benefits from it. So I'm just going in, doing this. Actually feels quite nice, not gonna lie. You know, the funny thing is, yes, I'm natural and I don't let anyone really do my hair that often. But when I'm like going in to like softly detangle or moisturize or brush my hair, I just feel so good. I like fall asleep. So doing this is kind of part of that too. Feels really nice. But yeah, even if you don't have one of these tools, do what I did before I had one of these tools and use your fingers. Just go in, massage your scalp. If you do this daily, either in the morning or at night, or even when you're just not doing anything, not busy, just go in there, go into your scalp and just give it a nice little massage. Before I used to go like this, and that's not really a massage per se, that's more messing up my hair. This, taking your finger beds and really moving it around, really putting that pressure, just kind of moving your fingers around will provide the same benefit as if you had one of those little tools I was just using. And I think it's even better to do your fingers in the front of your head, by your temples and by your hairline, just to really get that blood flowing and to get the concentration right here. Stimulate your hair follicles. So yeah, so did that. There's no required time frame to do this, but if you do it for a good maybe 5 minutes, it really allows for the blood to travel. You know, if you do it for a minute or two, I guess that's good, but the longer you do it, the more the blood can get there and kind of rest there for a bit. So yeah, doing that. But just wanted to do that. I don't want to do that too long because you guys are like, all right, get to the next part. So I'm going to take this giant scarf that I have. I'm just going to fold it in a triangle like this. And it's really big, and that's why I really love it for styles like this, because it really captures all of my hair. So I'm going to flip my hair forward and do a pineapple. I'm going to take the long side of the triangled scarf. I like to make sure it's really lined up, or else it kind of ties weird. So, oh, and the silky side's on the other side. Sorry guys, get my life together here. So yeah, so I do that. I'm going to take the flat side, the long side, not the pointed side, and I'm going to line it up with my nape. Then I'm going to make sure all of the hair is scooped in there. And I'm going to take the scarf like this. So now I have two sides. Can you see one side, two sides? I'm pulling it kind of like this, you can see. And then I'm going to take those sides and I'm going to swoop them under the locks. Oh, my headphone fell out. Hope you can still hear me. I'm going to swoop them under the locks, but I'm also going to make sure I have all of them tucked like this. I'm going to take the scarf, cross it, like so, like that, like Miss Tab says, and then I'm just going to tie it. And I'm going very thorough and detailed for this, because not everybody knows how to tie a scarf or do a pineapple. Also, my little baby sister watches, and I want to make sure she can try this on her own too, and all those new naturals and stuff like that. So there you go. We've got a pineapple. You won't mess up your hair or your curls. Sometimes I do this and then I put my bonnet on like this, but sometimes I don't want my hair to kind of take this form. So sometimes I do this instead, where I take the scarf, same folding, and I just put it like this. And I put it just like you normally would tie a scarf. And that's probably easier for a lot of people to do that. It depends on the style that I have. Like if it's a really curly style and I don't want it to be flattened, like when my hair is in a wash and go. Actually, I like doing this style. My hair's in a wash and go because then it takes less friction to really fluff it back out and not causing as much frizz. When I have a twist out or flexi rod, perm rod set or something, I do the pineapple version because I like my hair to be stretched more in the back and then to fall and me be able to shake out the curls and it not be crimped on the top. So yeah, so that's what I do. And because the scarf is really big and long enough, I don't really need the bonnet over it. But if you want to be extra safe and you're extra wild sleeper, you feel like you're going to cause friction to your hair, just put on a bonnet right over it. And that's it. Bada bing, bada pow. And usually my protective styles, they last longer than 2 weeks, but I only like to keep them in for 2 weeks. For some people, that may defeat the purpose. But for me, I feel like when it starts looking too raggedy, and I use the word raggedy loosely because everybody's perspective of that is different, but when it starts looking really matted or untamed, then I take it out and do something else. So you might see this in a video or two and then on to the next style. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that and share that with you. Quick little thing, little find. This may make it to the video, may not. Show you a couple things I got from Dollar Tree. Got this cute little pumpkin with my little initial on it. Probably gonna put it on the front of my bedroom door. Got this. It says, "Let our hearts be full of thanks and giving." So that's super cute. I'm hopefully going to clear off this little table that I have here and try to make another area in which I can record. And probably sit on the ground, and that way you guys can kind of see it. I went to IKEA yesterday. I was gonna make a vlog and put it in here. I'm probably gonna put that as my little intro, so you'll probably see that. Find out that I wasn't really at home, I was at IKEA. But I got this. It says "Hello October." So I'll put that out in October. I got a few fake leaves and things. So I got these little things. I'm going to make like a fall bouquet type deal. Cut them short and put them in here. Put them at the centerpiece of my table. And then I got this one, which I want to make a different background. You know, that white background I had in the first few videos. I want to put this and this in the background. Maybe I'll put these leaves kind of sporadically in there. It says thankful and blessed. Put those back there with some little shimmery lights. And yeah, so I just want to show you guys that couple things, working on a background. Hopefully I can have more than one setup or just have one solid setup, so that way I can switch it from this. This was kind of like my default since I didn't have a chair that was feasible in my room. So I went to IKEA to try to find a chair and a small end table. My search was not as successful as I would like. Try Walmart next and just kind of go from there. But thank you guys as always. Peace, love, and all that stuff. And I will see you in my next video. Blessings.